Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Thursday, October the 8th. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle these cards, I'm asking that all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And we have the High Priestess of Air. Okay. And we have Wishing. Okay, this card seems to want to stick out. Let's take this one. And we have the High Priestess of Fire. Wow. We have the Priestess of Air and Fire. And we know what air does to fire. Okay, so let's start with card number 6, the High Priestess of Air. Okay. To me, this is a very airy, light feeling, a light quality to this card. There's sunbeam shining down. Okay. When you think of air, to me, I think of it as being lightness, but as you know, air could be very heavy too, depending upon what energy you're dealing with. With this card here, what I get from her is that she's clearing her emotions, okay? She has a feeling of lightness, okay? Some type of burden has been lifted, okay? She's starting to feel like a breath of fresh air has been breathed into her life. Okay. And I do apologize for the noise in the background. It's very busy outside here. And when I look at her, this is a card that like gives me hope. It's a card that just makes me feel that the lightness of the card, okay, and the element of air, okay, is like some type of a healing taking place. But it's a light, restful, peaceful type of healing. And it's a feeling that you're okay with. It's not a feeling like of water, like the water element would be like so emotional, maybe crying, maybe, trying to figure things out, maybe going over the same thing round and round and just getting more depressed and, into a pit of despair. No, when I think of this, I'm thinking of like an air quality, like something is being lifted, like a burden is being lifted, like a brick is being lifted off your chest. And you feel this airy quality. Okay, and then the next card is number 19, Wishing. Okay, and she's sitting there by a well. And she kind of looks sad. Okay, and it's a card where she's deep in thought, wishing things maybe would have turned out differently. Maybe it's a person that is now out of her life and she's reliving the good times, but then she's got to also remember there were a lot of bad times too. We often forget those. When we start reminiscing and feeling sad, we're thinking of how wonderful things were or how wonderful things could have been, when in reality, if it was that great, that person, place, or thing would still be in your life. Things would have worked out. So we could sit around like this woman here all day being sad, reminiscing, wishing things were different, okay? But that's just fighting it, okay? Sometimes it's just better to accept that it is what it is. Things happen for a reason. I'm sure whatever happened, you did the best that you could. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe it was bad timing, because as we know, everything happens in divine timing. But sitting around wishing that things were different than they were, okay, it's just going to hold you back, okay? And then the last card is the High Priestess of Fire. And to me, this is a card of action. Even the color, it's a vibrant orange and red. Those are power colors, okay? That's when things heat up. When things get red hot like this card, that's when things start happening. And the look in her eyes, she's just looking at like, watch me. Okay, you think I can't do this or that? Watch me. And when I look at her, I think to myself, this is a very, very strong, powerful person who is not going to be down for too long. They may have spent some time feeling sad and reflecting, okay? But this is a person that gets back up, brushes themselves off, and it gets right back into the game. That's how I see this card. So we're looking at this feeling of lightness. Something has left our life. Something has changed recently, but we're okay. Okay, we've wiped the tears from our eyes. We've spent enough time brooding and feeling sad. Okay, but then we start reminiscing. Okay, start reminiscing about the good times, and we're not realizing there were some bad times too. And then this card here is telling me that things are going to start moving. This to me is a card of movement. This is a passionate card. This is something that's telling me that whatever it is, you're going to pull through. Okay, you're going to learn the lessons that you need to learn, and you're going to come back more dynamic than ever. With the knowledge that you've learned from whatever was going on, this is a card that tells me you're going to be unstoppable. Okay, this is a card that tells me that you still have that fire in you. You still have that passion in you. And whatever it is, okay, this is the quality that you want. Okay, this is the quality that's going to pull you out of the doldrums. Okay, this card is a beautiful card, and like I said, the fiery quality. Wow. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back.